Hello everybody, and welcome everybody who's live on this webinar. Welcome everybody watching this video. I know your time is very valuable, so I'm very grateful to have you here. Make sure you've grabbed a pen and paper so you can get as much out of today as possible. And it's really my intention that you leave here with a renewed commitment to loving your life more. So to getting into that flow state where we're able to give and receive love much more freely. Now it's going to be not only good for you, but all those around you. So I've actually put together a whole 8-week program that looks at the chakra points and clearing energies. I give you some fantastic techniques to be able to clear and balance these at home, clearing any negative emotions. We look at smashing through some of those limiting beliefs. We look at meditation techniques. We look at your journey through color. We look at your whole relationship to color and what this reveals about you. We look at stimulating the 5 senses and creating a really stimulating environment that's supportive of your well-being, and also we look at healthy eating plans. So today we're just going to keep it really simple. We're going to start with mornings because that's where we start every day, and I'm just going to give you 3 steps to start your day with an attitude of gratitude. So and then just some extra tips. So really important that we start our day off as we mean to go on. And too many of us start off stressed. We've listed all these things that we have to do in the day. We know we're feeling exhausted before we've even hopped out of bed. If we've got kids, we're waking them up and we're saying, come on, get moving, we've got to go. So this is just about taking the time to get your mindset sorted from the get-go, so that you really can start to appreciate what you do have and attract more of what you want. So it's only about a 5-10 minute exercise. You're going to go through some gratefuls, you're going to go through empowered day planning, and also some visualization for success. So straight up, let's get started. Let's write down right now 3 things that we're feeling grateful for. So everybody's got something to be grateful for. Let's write those down. So this could be a person, this could be a place, this could be an emotion, one of our attributes, it could be an object, and let's just really allow ourselves to feel grateful for that thing. So let's just spend a moment there. Okay. Next, I want to go through, what are you looking forward to? What's exciting you at the moment? What are you hoping to achieve? And just really allow yourself to feel that excitement. Okay, and then lastly, I want to go through, what energy are you looking forward to working with at the moment? So what energy would you like to cultivate more of in your life? Okay, so every morning we want to start off with those 3 gratefuls. So before we do anything else, we're just going to really focus on what we do have and how grateful we are for those. So your mind is really like a scanner, and its default setting is to scan for the bad things, or to scan for things that could be coming up that you need to prepare to take action for. So the trouble with this is all too often we get overstressed, we get anxious about all the things that could go wrong. And so we just want to reprogram that scanner, just change those settings so that we're starting to notice all the things that are going right, everything that's working well for us. And so we can start to notice more of those throughout the day. So it's absolutely possible to do this. We just need to start making set that intention in the morning that we're going to really focus on all the things that are going well, and that we're grateful for. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to be vulnerable to attack, you're not prepared. It actually means that you're going to be in a much better state if things don't go how we hope they would, to bounce back and to be able to deal with it in a much more balanced manner. So another thing, so once we've gone through our grateful list, it's only natural to think about all the things that we're going to do that day. So we're just going to do this in an empowered way. So we're just going to make a subtle shift. We're going to change I have to's to we're going to sort of mentally say in our own heads that we get to, or I choose to. So instead of thinking all these things I have to do in the day, I have to go pick up the kids, I have to go do this, I have to make the dinner, we're going to change these to I get to. So I get to go pick up the kids, and then I'm already feeling much more grateful that I have children, beautiful children, and all the love that I have for them. So or I choose to, then we started to take ownership of that, of our choice, and we feel much more in control. So it's a subtle shift, but can make a big difference for you when you start to go through your day and look at all the things that you get to do and you're choosing to do. So once you've sort of got that day plan sorted, we then want to visualize it all going well. So we're going to visualize success. Just play through your whole day in your mind, with everything going perfectly. So if you've got a person or a situation about that you're feeling particularly stressed about, just send that situation or that person some love. So if it's a person, you might want to imagine yourself hugging them, surround them in a pink light. We just want to imagine it's all going to go as well as possible. So, you know, if things don't go as well as possible, we'll be able to deal with those, but we want to really set the intention that it's going to be a great day. So my belief is that all emotions stem from our perception of the love that we are giving and receiving, both from ourselves and from others. So when we look particularly at our self-love, you know, it's true that most of us, if we had a friend that talked to us how we talk to ourselves in our head, we wouldn't want to hang out with them very much. So a lot of that comes down to blockages in our ability to give and receive love to ourselves. And, you know, a lot of that is about honouring ourselves, and how in touch we are with what we really want. So right now I'd like you to write down 3 things that you'd like more of in your life. So just really focus on 3 things that you'd like to receive more of. Just take a moment, get those really clear. Okay, then I want you to think about 3 things that you'd like less of in your life. And just pay attention to how easy or difficult this exercise is for you. You know, most of us are much clearer on the things that we don't want than what we do want. So we really want to get more in touch with what we do want, so that we can start noticing the opportunities that we have to get what we want. And also, you know, we can't hit a moving target. We can't hit a target we can't see. So let's really focus what it is that we do want. A good tip that I do in the morning is when I'm brushing my teeth, I'll look at myself and I'll say in my head, I love you, what can I do for you today? Now, if you're feeling braver, you might do this when you're brushing your hair and say it out loud, but you really want to get in touch with what it is that you can do for yourself, and make sure you're honouring yourself during the day. You know, it's our lives, we really need to feature in them, and we really need to make sure that we're including honouring ourselves in that in the day. So, you know, I was a classic giver. I did everything for my partner and for my kids. And I remember one day somebody had asked me, how are you? And I'd given the standard answer, you know, I'm fine. And then when I got home, I really thought about it. And I realised I really had no idea how I was. No idea really who I was. I hadn't really, you know, even featured in my own day or my own life for a long time, you know, as an individual. And it was only when when the relationship broke down and went through separation and my children were spending time with their dad, I had more time to myself, that I really had to address that. So, you know, it sounds delightful having time to yourself, but to begin with it really wasn't. My whole sort of sense of identity was under question. I had no idea who I was apart from a partner and a parent. You know, my successes were my kids' successes, their failures were my failures. You know, if they were sad, I felt that I'd failed. So I really had to get back in touch with who I was, and you know, this isn't selfish. This is actually essential. It's essential that we honor who we are and become who we're supposed to become. You know, I've heard it said before that life is like a jigsaw, and we're like a piece of that puzzle, and nobody else can fit that space where our piece is supposed to go. So really important that we step up and you know, take part and put our piece in the puzzle. So I spent a lot of time reading personal development books, getting back in touch with myself. I did some fantastic self-clearing work with Dane Thomas, got into my Qigong, my meditation. You know, I already came from an international health spa background, so already had aromatherapy, colour therapy, reflexology, heaps of things under my belt. So and I really put all this together in my course. So just imagine right now what your life would be like if you loved and accepted yourself at just exactly how you are right now. Maybe write that down. Just really focus on how that would feel. Okay, so this isn't all about, you know, just slap on a smile and repress stuff and just being happy. You know, I've suffered from severe depression before in the past. I know how hard it is. You know, I'm not saying we're not going to feel those emotions. You know, definitely with my kids when they feel sad or angry, you know, you've got to need to allow yourself to feel those feelings. But I try and teach them that there comes a point when you need to work out what it is that you can learn from this to grow, and then you need to choose what you're going to pursue. So after a while, you need to choose that you're going to pursue happiness, you're going to pursue falling in love with your life again. So it's definitely a choice, and an excellent one to make. So let's make sure that we're starting our mornings with those gratefuls, starting our mornings setting up for an empowered day, visualizing success, and making sure that you're honoring yourself during the day. So those are all things that I do. I also do half an hour of Qigong. I also have a nutritious breakfast. And we go through more in depth in my course. So at the moment, I've got 5 spots available for clarity calls. So this is just some one-on-one call with me, just to discuss your goals and intentions, and just to see if you qualify for the course. So make sure you contact me if you're interested in that, and we can set a time. So going to be a lot more videos and webinars coming up, so make sure you like and sharing those, and if you can post below what you got out of the session, that would be fantastic. Yep, so that's pretty much it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me, and hope to talk to you soon. Okay, thank you.